Going to be joined shortly by viewers to BBC One for the late evening news presented by Huw Edwards, and I'll be back later in the hour with reaction to the vote. That's after the news and sport.
Tonight, MPs have been voting on the highly controversial plan to build a third runway at Heathrow, Europe's busiest airport. Business leaders say the expansion is vital for Britain's future economic prospects.
No ifs, no buts, no third runway.
But there's opposition from environmental campaigners and from local people, urging MPs to listen to their concerns.
We are losing those connections to other countries, and we're losing the investment that goes around those connections to other countries. And that's, Madam Deputy Speaker, I think a really important part of why this expansion is necessary.
4,000 homes will go. 8 to 10,000 people forcibly removed from their community. The biggest forcible move of human beings since the Scottish Highland clearances.
The debate taking place tonight has divided political parties and public opinion for decades. MPs are voting right now, and Labour says that even if the vote is carried for the government, they might change the plans if they form the next government. Also tonight, the fire officer leading the initial response to Grenfell Tower says he wasn't trained on some basic aspects of tackling fires in high-rise blocks. The National Health Service is 70 years old, and this week we're looking at its future and the quality of care that it provides. Duke of Cambridge is in the Middle East, and after visiting Jordan, he went on to become the first member of the royal family to make an official visit to Israel. Good evening. The House of Commons is voting right now on the highly controversial plans to build a third runway at Heathrow, Europe's busiest airport. Business leaders and the government say expansion is essential for the UK's economic prospects, but environmental campaigners and many people living around Heathrow are vehemently opposed. And Labour says it could scrap the entire scheme if it forms a government. There could be other challenges too. We'll explore those in just a moment. But first, our political editor, Laura Kunsberg. By the way, quick recap on our main story, because I need to give you the figures. MPs voted overwhelmingly to back that third runway at Heathrow. The figures for you, 415 votes to 119, so a pretty hefty majority in favour of that very controversial plan. That's it. Now on BBC One, it's time for the news where you are. Have a good night.